and your boy Napoleon B. Mike.
It is so great to be back again. Would you back off? Thank you. Okay. So Napoleon B. Mike, how have you been since we're going to have a guest pretty soon. We're hoping to have Jay the Pisces on in a minute or so. But while we're waiting,
we're supposed to be getting another artist on soon. I am just trying to send him the link to the stuff, to the things.
Oh, okay. So, so we've got an interesting show. So we're gonna have our featured guest back on. I see that we also have Poetic Siren back in. So Napoleon B. Mike, every single show you have surprises for me. So please. So what's going on that you want to do today that I don't know about yet?
What do you mean surprises, Kay? Like
surprises, like I sit in this chair and I see programs running, things on the computer that I'm not expecting.
Oh, what do you? Oh, we're doing We're streaming on YouTube. I mean, not YouTube. YouTube as well.
I'm talking about surprise guests. I'm talking about surprise interviews. I'm talking about surprise. Guys, I'm not like Napoleon. I'm not spontaneous at the same level. You gotta tell me things like days in advance so I can forget them several times.
Oh man, not forget them.
Yeah, forget them. So.
Not forget them.
Yeah, forget them. So Napoleon B. Mike,
we
the
have
first half of the show.
We have. We have Jay the Pisces.
I already said that. You can't say stuff I already said.
We have BME. He'll explain everything about him when we get him on here. We also have another special guest, Poetic Siren, a return guest.
I know that's right, a return guest.
Yep. We love our return guests.
Yes.
They are the GOAT.
Yeah. We have like a very close-knit group, or like a select group of like return poetry slam guests, like within the family.
Facts. So it's an XTSR family thing that we have return guests, and we have guests from on campus, and we have like guests who went to Towson, and yeah, we got a lot. Say something.
Oh shoot.
Jeez.
Well, I thought you were gonna continue to talk.
Nah,
you know.
I'm trying to get the music back up.
Oh, okay. You're doing other things.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on with the show. Oh, we have some actually really funny poetry news tonight. It's about Patrick Mahomes, but we'll get more into that when Tay DZ is
Hold up. Let's see. Why aren't we hearing Poetic Siren? Are you there and audible?
Poetic Siren is not muted.
Jay the Pisces, welcome.
Yes, welcome, Jay the Pisces.
Let's see.
Okay, so we can't hear either. So whatever you said, Jay the Pisces, it didn't come through on our. Back to the segment of the show where Napoleon B. Mike does tech troubleshooting. Was it something that you forgot to do, or is there a new problem? Oh, something you forgot to do. No, we got to write down the steps. So to broadcast our show on YouTube, we run it through OBS, and we have multiple people video streaming from different places. You have to like open another source for every person. So it's just a lot of steps and a lot of stuff you do. So while we're getting this together, we're going to turn up our music.
Poetry Slam with K Bellz.
And your boy Napoleon B. Mike.
So our first guest of the hour is Poetic Siren. Yeah, so Poetic Siren,
Hi,
you
can you hear
were
me?
on last week and we still can't hear you talking.
You
Oh my
can?
gosh. So last week with
It's
Poetic
so weird because I have
Siren,
my
we talked
headphones
about
on.
a lot of different things. One of the most distinct or unique conversations that I remember is we talked about gender identity, and we also had an erotic poetry theme. So we had fun with that last week.
Yeah, I
And
actually
I
improved
tried
it.
to
I actually,
write a little erotic poem since then at the behest of Tay DZ, which I'll share later when he's on with us. However, I will say it didn't go very well because I don't know if I was able to tap into that very well. So it's going to be really fun when we get to it. In the meantime, as we're still figuring out our technical difficulties, let's listen to some music.
weird. So I still can't be heard? It's so weird. I have my mic on though. Oh no. Hello? It's just I'm talking. Can anybody hear me? Oh, so they can't hear me.
Yeah, I don't think they can hear us. That was the issue they were having.
Oh, okay, so I'm not insane. I mean, probably a tad bit crazy, but not insane. Oh, hi. Okay. I don't know. I think it's doing that recording thing because it's slightly less probably. But I don't know. I guess Skype is a recording thing.
are back. Trying to see if we can hear Poetic Siren.
Poetic Siren.
Yes.
Hi, can you? Because the others can hear me.
Now Poetic Siren is frozen.
Don't worry, I'm just gonna probably keep it at voice because I am with a laptop that doesn't allow me to do much with camera. I have terrible equipment. But can you hear me? No, they can't. They still can't hear me. Oh, y'all can't know.
And we are finally really back for the 5th time with Poetic Siren.
Applause.
Applause for Napoleon B. Mike for relentlessly and meticulously clipping and fading and muting and unmuting. Okay, Poetic Siren, we're so glad to have you back on the show. How have you been?
I think. I've been getting better. Dealing with it's always tough. It's always tough, you know. As long as you keep on doing what you're gonna do and not get into negativity, you'll be alright.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely agree. I have a positive attitude. This has been a tough week for me.
Why is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the college semester just started again, and my schedule is full. So it's like I'm readjusting to having a lot of things to do after a summer of just relaxing and going at my own pace. Now it's like
I relax. It's never any battle. I can tell you that sure. Right now, I gotta gather up documentation because apparently still having to understand the feel. So apparently I have to produce more documentation from my past since 2018 to now, explaining my whole progress. So imagine how I did that. So that the classes, work, was making sure my class don't drop. And yet I'm still here with them. Always trying to make sure I don't fall into negative because it can be done. It's work, but it can be done.
it can be. And I definitely think emotional control or like listening to music is a good tactic for emotional control for me. Like when I feel very tired and I don't want to work, as soon as I start listening to my favorite song, it's like the feeling goes away and I'm suddenly just into another flow.
Yeah.
I love that so much. I love that. Everybody's like little tactics to kind of like draw themselves away from reality for the time being before they go back into the brawl, you know? It's fascinating because everybody many things or one thing, you know, kind of like a niche, kind of like a little hobby and sometimes even the things they want to do. And it's fascinating for them, like for everybody actually. They have that one comfort zone. Even if it's like watching TV. To me that's a hobby. I'm sorry, that's a hobby.
Oh, it is. See, watching TV is a lifestyle in my world.
Like I tell people, sleeping is my hobby. I'm sorry.
That's crazy. But maybe when I'm in a space where I just need to like zen out or like try to readjust for the next week or the next day, I just listen to poetry all day. Or just sit around.
Have you been able to go see and look up Dead Poetry?
No, we forgot.
Oh my god! I gotta resend. I gotta send y'all the link because it's so like it gives such Harlem vibes. It gives such like creative urban, and it's still so when Kanye was on there once actually. He made his poem a song actually.
Oh, snap!
Oh yeah, that's how big it was. I said a hip hop star was there, and just immediately after that was able to make poetry and music. I'm not 100% on his music like 100%, but I did enjoy how he incorporated his poem from the originality to how he put it in music. To me, that's fascinating. That takes actual vision in my eyes.
Oh, absolutely. One of my favorite things to watch at open mics is when people like have poetry and then they have a chorus or a hook that they can sing or even rap, and then they go back to their poem and they can just switch. I mean, the singing really impresses me because I can't sing. And like it always sounds so beautiful because the people can sing and they do it with so much passion. Wow. So multi-talented.
Yeah, I just started adding that element to my poetry. So,
I think my favorite how some poets actually struggle and are able to catch that struggle just to do what they want to do, you know. We don't normalize, but poetry for us, even for musicians, is kind of like down on our own brain, which is like balancing life and our art, you know.
Absolutely. However, I must roast Napoleon at every opportunity. You know, you're talking about incorporating some musicality into your poems. I just hear that as you getting in touch with your inner champagne poppy. Like, I feel like you're trying to live a fantasy. Like, okay, I'm Drake now.
you always call me the lover boy.
Yeah.
Why?
I mean.
You haven't proven me wrong.
He played quite true. Like a lot of it. I think I once even told her that he leaned toward what type of romance did they call it? It was hope. When it came to love and war. There it is. I call a love and war poet. Why? Every time you put poetry, you act much more than just love. You know the aspect of love. You put arrows into the passion, you know, of it, and that's like how that not only go into the personification of love, but also the mentality of how it fights, how like the nitty gritty of love, and that to me is love and war poetry.
No, I feel that. I definitely do. I do the ups and downs. I don't always do the ups. Don't always just do the ups. I mean, when I do the love poems, I do the ups and downs of love. Like, not just one aspect.
We need to do a photo shoot of you, like, in a boxing ring and, like, maybe some props to really give a visual of the love and war poet that you are.
No, that sounds fire.
Yeah.
That sounds fire. Yeah, I'm down with that.
Or at least some gloves.
Facts. No, I'm down with that. Because that actually sounds like a dope concept.
Yeah.
And, actually, I think you just gave me the title to my book.
Oh, really? We'll drop it now. What's the title?
Love and War.
Oh, okay. Well, that was poetic.
Well, with the visual, it gave me that.
Oh, okay.
So, like, that might be a book.
Don't worry, I'm very good at giving images. Y'all know this. And speaking of, I actually updated three of my poems today. I added on to them and a little bit. Well, the third one is still in the works. I can't really present it today. But I have two special ones that I have heard of them before. But one of them was titled. I gave it the title Time. And while working on it and talking about it earlier before you were eating, I heard you know how the erotic poetry for yeah, that's the one I updated.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we can't wait to hear, so
Go ahead and start.
Alright. So this is the hunt. How strong you showed me that. And for this ride, you got me along the fact. Your gaze, they're not way hand in hand in the game. And I'm speechless. Through my mind and body, caught in the surf of reality, it's sweet to me, environment, and I am here, ready to take another hand, slide, the rain, like ice skates, as I hold myself, say, no, not the time, and ring, don't let my flush, as my mind is way, your shining finger, you go low, and like and I'm hiding suppression. Cause I don't want to get passion my body liberation. Yet you and I can't help well then every summer. Don't worry about me. I see. I'm a learner. You play with effortlessly and like you're the and after the one you see completely and I lay there getting the idea it will be an end then I'll fade longer both windy and commanded not hastily every time down at me and then I the light goes huddle and their lips I'm caught, captured as a predator, yet the agitated of me. I am soft of mind, being my lifeline. As I'm thinking, my mind, beauty, the man was rough, off. Soft mind, a game. My body, little I, mental soul. Lay arrow, feeling down, arrow. Heighten as you light, yet you were powerful and strong. And me, I'll pray all along. Thank you.
Ooh. Yeah, we've been notified that the audio is a little staticky on your end, Poetic Siren.
I'm so sorry.
It's all good. It happens.
I mean, I was getting interested in my phone too, so
Yeah.
I think that's what got involved.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry you couldn't handle that.
well, I feel like I heard most of it, and I liked the mood, like the way you delivered it. It sounded like you were saying a love letter, and I appreciated that in the delivery.
Speaking into the mic, Kay.
I am speaking into the mic. My voice is soft.
Well,
You gotta
put some emphasis behind it, Kay.
I'm emphasized.
Emphasis. Yes.
No, it's because your mouth
Probably
keeps moving.
louder.
Yeah, it's because you keep moving your mouth away from the mic.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. But yeah, no, it seemed like we were like floating on a river, and that just like came to you. That's the imagery I get from it, like floating on a river, either on a stick raft or whatever, and just like feeling the air and the waves under you. That's what it sounded like to me.
Why were you trying to say that?
Emotion.
Huh?
Why are you trying to say a response pose?
What do you mean? A response poem? Okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean a response poem?
I'm to the beyond indeed.
I actually had a question. I really like like how do you in what form do you write them? Do you write in stanzas or do you just
So I don't like my poetry straight and narrow. I like to operate around the styles. Sometimes I like ABA or not ABA. I love to mix it up. So every stanza would actually be a different component of poetry. It could be, and I love how some people notice it because when it comes to my writing, I don't believe in just one way of writing. It's great because I have seen a lot of strategic writing where it comes to how they play everything in a cycle, and I like it. How some of it really structured, but then I'm not. I consider my writing chaos.
That's dope. That's real dope. And I kind of feel it as you go throughout it. It's like this is really good. This is good. This is fire like setting.
This is giving me the impression that you really appreciate opposing ideas like love and war, beauty and chaos, and that's awesome. That draws me into.
Yeah, no, I definitely like different differences of opinions in poems. Like,
well, I'm saying I like that.
Keeping them.
I think that makes a piece of art more interesting.
yeah, exactly. Feel you.
And like just the last note on that, I really like the last few lines that you said. So could you like recite like the last three, or start from wherever?
Ironically, those last three stanzas are actually the what took me forward. They're actually the new part that I added to it. Because I was thinking of more ways in creating more ways to put emotion. Let's see if you can actually catch where I put this in order to have a love here. Down at me in the den, the light goes down, a puddle, and the leaves are lit. I am captured as a predator, yet the agitator of the sea. I am thoughtful to the mind, lifeline. I am here, thinking it's mine, beauty on the man that is rough, yet soft in the mind, play the game of mind, your body, those eyes, the eyes that label together, arrows, feeling down my marrow, heighten out of the light, arrows, yet with power, strong, and me, I will pray all along. Yeah. It was funny because Bellz actually can separate into its own poem. And I love it.
That's absolutely fire.
Oh man, I thought you were gonna okay. So I thought I noticed like a pattern. Isn't it called like ABA, like ABA? Like the rhyme scheme. Around like predator,
I actually did a link poetry stanza. And I hope a lot of people are knowledgeable of link poetry. Because link poetry is something I enjoy. It's something I got into at one point because my ADHD life, I kind of like plays a word, and that word, and I separate it out something else, so I connect it to a word from them. And that's what I build. That's what I build when it comes to my poetry. When I put Linda, actually. And I like that I put that in this poem because if you notice the symbolism of closer, or the fact that you even put it as, showing how the mind can kind of like separate you while you're in this embrace, it's very, I don't know, I hate sounding really prideful, but at the same time, I really do like that I do that, but I draw inspiration actually from a lot of people around me that I hear they do similar things too. So I gotta give them props too, always.
Oh wow, that's awesome. You definitely told me about something new, like poetry. Are
Right.
you familiar with that, Napoleon?
Link poetry.
So link poetry is just drawing a connection to one word, not the actual poem itself. The poem itself is linked by theme, but not by the attitude. So let's say you even connect the idea of life, what sentences and stuff like that can you build up life. You probably start off with giving birth and report in this lifeline, and then you connect lifeline, you're like lifeline gets gone by walking down the street to give in peace given of the mind, speaking volumes of the BBC. I'm not really thinking of something.
Okay, I didn't know you were repeating words, but I
I know,
thought it was
that's
just
thinking about.
repetition. I was like, oh, okay. But now I know there's a word for what you did. So, wow.
Yeah, so that was a small example, but that's when it comes to poetry, it's very beautiful because it's like you're just trying to make connections to things that don't seem like they're connected. I don't remember the poem I got the idea from. It was in like 10th grade that I was introduced to living poetry, and it was in the middle school, and nothing was like, to me it was crazy because it was going from one scenery to another scenery to another, and then it came all kind of like going all the way back to the top, and it was talking about mundane life, how life was pretty much boring.
Oh, wow. Yeah, go on.
No, that was it. That was kind of like a little TED talk of big poetry. That's what TED people.
Okay, so I believe you said that next you added to your erotic poem, or did you say that one was ready?
That one, I already did that one. The second poem that I did is actually fairly on the opposite level, as that is about love and arrows.
Right.
This one is the one you guys like because of the title, called Raw Humanity. I added to Raw Humanity because I told you my poetry is evolutionary. I add and add and add, kind of like how stories are always retold. So this is like, I'd say a rendition, revised version of Raw Humanity. So, would you like to hear it?
Would we like to hear it, Napoleon B. Mike?
Absolutely.
Okay, I had to verify with Napoleon B. Mike. He's clicking on the computer. So, when you're ready, we are.
How can we call each other what we are? Yet so many refuse to hear the call. One man was straw, yet 1 billion gone. 1 penny, 1 man, and not 1 billion given. Lay in waste from distaste, stress in one and more in place. Tired of being used, kindness abused, kindness given, and none received, and yet it's given. Mental halls all distorted, the straight jacket contorted, branded of mistress, all because of fuss, the guard, need lies, defeat, despise, with chains of grief, I am freed. Clawed the demon that speaks your mind, telling me I'm a lie, saying the things, but why it speaks the why are you there? It speaks, the stairs are there. It speaks, it's now or never. So take me where? Past years there, no action is taken, idea forsaken. If the sheep lay waste, some other earth cries, separated from motion and deep as the ocean, they are left floating, compassion fleeting, we prize the net that we covered. Scanning for wars of distance, yet we cannot listen as the gold that glistens we have pitted, one of many blood is shed, yet who works needs a gun instead to take aim and fly, yet who work are given enough? Nay. So tear away from agony the healers do, suffer in silence is what they brood, caught up with the masses and beaten down with the children of light, we stay with our might, beater and battered by the blight as the night sky, we leave emotion. Gruesome indeed, the last we lead from the freezer we thaw insanity, yet we've never listened to the gravity of calamity and lost all rationality, so screwed our functionality, and we take immorality and throw away fatality. That's history has it. We lost all individuality. But I serve you the dish and expect you to eat it indefinitely. Congratulations, you learned raw humanity.
Poetic Siren set it off with Raw Humanity.
Facts. Raw humanity. Jeez. I was just on a journey, like, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I was trying to write it on my hand, so I'm probably not going to quote you properly about the line you said that like stuck out to my ear. But I think you said
We can always, you can always tell me what it was about, and I could probably, look it up for you up here.
okay. The end of it was to gravity of calamity.
Okay. Yet we never listened to the gravity of calamity and lost all rationality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like for me, I was like, oh, that was like the point to me. Like, oh wow, like I heard that as the heart of the poem. Yeah. So
Yeah.
when you were writing
Yeah.
or reading, what was the part that you wanted to sink into your listeners?
My part, the part that I really like, I think my favorite part of this poem is itself. I like the way I like to end my poems with either a bang or a question, but in this one it kind of served pity, not pity, petty to be exact. There it is, pettiness. This one, I think it themed around pettiness, because the way I wanted to end it, I was like, what would make some people feel like, the people that know it's them, how would it make them feel if it's served to them on a platter? Because when you notice a lot of people that they're served and stuff like that, you want to serve them on a cold platter. So I just love the line where I put, but I serve you this dish as and expect you to eat it indefinitely. Kind of like how when somebody says, eat your heart out, and just ended it with the title of the poem, because not all of my poems end with its title, honestly, because to me, I like to throw somebody off and actually think about why I wrote this as a title. Where does connect? How can they separate each stanza to this theme? However, in this one, it's more of a spit take, where people that don't really get it, or people that really think of themselves as high and mighty because they don't really support, or they don't understand the idea of supporting even a small advice, I kind of wrote this as a petty letter to them, because a lot of people will turn away a blind eye to people in need, yet when it comes to greed, when they are all right, like I said before, the whole straw mindset, you're fine with things that you think have no consequence. Yet the idea of the consequence when it comes to bite you in the booty, it never you're like, oh my goodness, I don't deserve this. I don't. So that's kind of like a petty letter to them, because at the end of the day, people have a chance to change. People have a chance to help, support, even just if it's just listening, even if it's just that. Yet, when it comes to even the part where I even put the loss or compassion missing, if I actually dug up a lot of history of the same things happening to many people in me, where it's like everybody kind of turns a blind eye to help themselves and not actually help the people in need, because they think that they're, how do you say, that they have all reason, that they are the reason that's like, oh no, it's your fault, you did this, you did this, you did this. But when it comes down to them, when they need help, then they experience the same thing, yet they still would not understand. So, yeah, around humanity just kind of gives that fleeting feeling of pettiness, where it's like everybody is having that mindset where, oh, they're going to do things without consequence. But when consequence comes around, they bite you in the butt. Oh, well, what are you going to do then?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And when you were talking about the part of I guess it's considered a cliche, like eat your heart out, and you were explaining like that in your part in the poem, it kind of made me think, not horror stories, like
Man.
cannibalism.
Oh.
I mean, I don't think that's what you were going for, but I was thinking that, like, you know what, like raw humanity, it's kind of horrific, and then you talked about like about pettiness, and I don't know, I just really feel like it's an extreme, but sometimes we think that way, and sometimes we act that way, and like not literally, but I think that's kind of the magic of the poem. Like you take it there.
Oh, yeah, no. I definitely meant it to be my first kind of like gruesome poem, like little things, or like some Edgar Allan Poe, some
I love
Larry.
Edgar. I love
Yeah.
He's amazing.
You gotta bring that one back out closer to Halloween.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I love Halloween, time for Bruce's spells. Don't worry, I'll be surprised, Katie.
Yes. We have another poet waiting to take the mic. So, Poetic Siren, we really appreciated all the information you gave us. We appreciated your revised erotic poem and your, both of your revised poems, and learning and telling us about linked poetry. And yeah, is there anything else that you would like to add while you have the mic?
I have Instagram with the same name, Twitter of the same name. Just love, continue to support your artists, around you. You never know who's going through what, everybody's going through something. Support, love, give advice, just feel, let's actually bring humanity back,
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's all.
Okay, and remind our listeners again, what is your social media handle?
Poetic_siren. That is where you will find me in Instagram and Twitter. I do a lot of poetry in one. The other one is just kind of like a snippet into my life or how I am as a person. I love performing music, but I'm more of a in-person performer. So if I ever have actual performance videos and stuff, I will start posting that more frequently.
All right. Well, you heard it here, Poetic Siren on Instagram and Twitter. Thank you so much, Poetic Siren, for featuring on Poetry Slam again, and you're always welcome back.
All right, thank you. Jenna.
Okay, and next up we have Jay the Pisces. Hopefully he's still tuned in.
Hey.
Hey, Jay.
What's up, y'all?
What's up?
Yeah, so for anyone who does or does not remember, Jay the Pisces is from MSU, and he participated in our open mic earlier this year with MSU Poets.
Which we still haven't gotten the video up for, but we're getting it done.
Today's video is out though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's a snippet on YouTube,
yeah.
TikTok,
It's on Instagram and YouTube.
not TikTok. All right,
Yeah.
yeah. So follow us on TikTok, Instagram. We're all under Poetry Slam.
Okay, so it's Jay's turn to have the mic. Jay, how are you? What do you want to perform tonight?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great, actually. I guess if we have time. I want to do really quick. Yeah, let me know when I can start. Let me know when I can start.
Start right now.
All right. So this first one is called Parasite. AKA the way you make me feel. I wrote this fresh out of a nap a couple hours ago, and it goes like this. You make me sick to my stomach. Something like my gut trying to run away from my brain. Image appears in my mind. Fight or flight activates. I'm left trying to decide the best way of dealing with you again, and I hate that feeling. Being bitten by a leash, being told it's a kiss. Gaslighted to the point of explosion. I'm the one in the wrong. You were always just a parasite. Pretending to be a flower while your thorns broke my skin. Dug roots into me to drain my energy. Didn't have the nerve to ask me why I look so tired. You made me forget that it isn't normal to be after every interaction with someone I care about. That I should rule the thought instead of praying the time would rise. You were a very vivid dream. That I didn't realize until the moment I woke up. An illusion that brought confusions and left me putting pieces of myself back together like a puzzle. I was so over you. But with head that you stay inside of thought you were a friend of the time after time that you wasn't. And I wish I told you all this. But knowing you flip it into me being the issue. Say that I'm the one that goes and you did all the haunting. And I'm not even mad anymore. There's no beat in this kitchen, just you, a trash bag, and a few other things I need to throw out. So here it goes. Signing off on a letter I know I'll never send. But no, that's the last time I call a parasite my friend. To the Pisces.
Fire!
Oh my
Yay! There's no beef, only
God. There's no beef in the kitchen.
only a trash bag and a trash can.
I will never call a parasite my friend.
Yo.
Like you know the term when something's going on and sleep it off. It's like you slept it on. Like you woke up from this nap and you
Literally, it was just violent. I woke up,
just fire, just violence, yeah.
Oh my gosh, Jay. Woo, you set it off. Who hurt you? I'm just kidding.
Nah, for real. That was a little situation I had going on.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's
about that.
Okay, that hit the way you wanted it to hit.
Jeez.
Oh man. Well, if you want to explain anything about it or just get into your next poem, you're welcome to do either.
If there's much to explain, it was just a little situation going on. And I told somebody, it was like I told myself that the last time I interacted with that person would be the last time I spoke to them. So I ain't talked to them in a minute. But I still had some shit on my soul, and so I had to just let it off. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was that.
Well, I love that you stuck to your guns because sometimes you get mad for a minute, and you
Yeah.
go back, but no. It was
when I was over it, I was done. So yeah, that was me just letting that off real quick. And I got another one. It's more chill. I wrote this a little while ago. And it's called Boys. And it goes like this. Boys are raised to be knights, to stand strong in the face of danger, soldiers square, back as straight as they are supposed to be, fearless, mighty and quick to draw their blade, to think with their sword, for their sword is what separates them from peasants. Boys are raised to conquer, to fight dragons, slay witches and kill trolls, to be fearless, mighty, quick to draw their blade, and willing to die about it, to be tortured by the demons that slip through their armor, but fearless, mighty, in the face of dragons, they have no hope of defeating, and quick to draw their blades, but sometimes quicker to draw it into their own chest. Boys are raised to be knights, fighting wars and fighting battles often for the wrong reasons, slaughtering their own happiness with the pride of their least. They are fearless and mighty. Say the Pisces.
Jeez.
Ooh, wow. That one actually got me thinking. I'm a little more intrigued by that. That was awesome, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the part that was most intriguing was the fact that you chose knights instead of soldiers.
Facts. No, yeah. Like
Yeah.
you went like medieval.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think just to explain that a little bit. Part of the reason why was when I was kind of thinking about the the poem itself, kind of formulated in my mind. I originally was going to say kings, but I decided to change it. I don't want to get too much into it. I was thinking about like patriarchy and all that other kind of stuff. It almost felt like most people, or most men, or boys, they aren't really the quote unquote king. They're the way they see themselves as a man or a boy, and just following after what somebody else kind of showed them. And so I thought a knight was more fitting to say they were raised to be kings.
Yeah. A knight is more interesting. Because when you think of that, you think of like nobility, and it really drives home like some of the themes you were mentioning. And I feel soldier nowadays is like more political.
Yeah.
And with kings, I think that's kind of like slang now, so it may not hit as hard.
Right. Like.
So you made a great choice. Oh, and I had a question. So you said sword separates them from peasants. Was that an innuendo?
It wasn't in the window. Yes. It was.
And honestly, when you started, I thought you were going to take the poem in a different direction. Not that anything in there was confusing. It's just this is my interpretation. I thought you were going to go more into the different levels of masculinity. Like, men are expected to be this way, but there are men who are this way and this way and this way, and like a statement about, equality or something like that.
Actually, when I was writing it, intended on expanding on it, and I guess doing a little bit more of that. But as I was writing, it kind of got more into talking about masculinity, I guess, or like the negative effects, of trying to be super masculine, and what it has, on the person themselves. And so I kind of just kept it at that. But I was considering kind of going deeper into exploring what you was talking about.
Oh, okay. If you ever do, I'd love to hear that.
Definitely.
I love the nuances that you explore in your poetry, how you deliver it, and I just love hearing your world because your voice is so unique. Like you come with it every time in a way like no one else.
I would thank you. I really appreciate that.
Thank you for being on the show tonight. We appreciate you. Oh, and with MSU, we know MSU Poets is coming back this semester. You guys have an interest meeting. Do you want to advertise anything for that?
Oh yeah, so we have. I know the second interest meeting is 20th, I believe at 7. And then we have Friday Night Mike's is coming back. Is Friday the 16th, so next Friday at 7 p.m. And it's at Morgan. 212, I believe.
Okay. Morgan State has a popper with the poetry. All right, thank you so much, Jay the Pisces. Can we still find you in the same spots on social media?
My main Instagram is the letter J Pisces. And then I post my poems at poems from Pisces. That's poems with a P.
Awesome.
Okay. What? What,
Because
Kay?
we're still not talking. Okay, we can't bicker right now. Thank you so much, Jay the Pisces.
Bicker? I don't know what you're
Yes.
talking about.
All right. Okay, so that was Jay the Pisces from MSU Poets. Definitely follow him on Instagram and Twitter at Jay the Pisces and his poetry page on Instagram as well. And next up, we have Tay DZ, our featured guest. Who's
A
on our show?
recurring guest.
Yeah, a recurring featured
He might as well
guest.
be another host
No,
at this point.
No, we're not a trio host. Duo host. But we do have like guest hosts sometimes. Some
Yeah.
guests stay for the full show.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I'm not a part of the tree. I'm more like a weird little attachment, like one of those like vines that just sort of grow on y'all.
Nah,
No.
you're like the little leaf at the end of a branch.
Yeah, definitely that. Like it looks like
I'm
it's gonna
just-
fall, but it never does.
Right.
I'm just barely hanging on. Wait till fall comes.
No, like you're the leaf, the last leaf that dies on the branch, but still attached to the branch.
Yeah. that's a crazy visual though, man.
Okay, Tadies, we're so glad to have you back.
Right.
And I actually have some interesting poetry news for you. And Napoleon, you'll be interested to hear because it has to do with football. And football season just started back this week.
Mhm.
Okay.
Go Birds.
Go Birds. Ravens is my bird team.
That's why he said go Birds.
Well, we know TZ roots for the Eagles. So
Yeah.
I could have.
No, he meant both Eagles and Ravens.
I'm just rooting for the Ravens.
Yeah. No, me too.
Oh,
Who
okay.
you-
You
what you
sound
want
like
me
a
like?
big fan just
Oh,
now.
what?
Like, yeah, you sound a little bit.
Wow. Wow.
Yes. So, before I see how you been.
You know, I've been busy, but I've been good. I'm open to new world and all that.
Awesome. We all the beginning of, isn't it? Like a begin. You start.
Still chugging.
Poetry Slam XCS.
And you
Guys, this article is coming from .usa.com, so you can guess who it's about, or can you?
Ooh.
Who's it about? It's Chiefs Fire.
KDZ.
Yeah,
I'm
Teddy,
gonna-
you gotta guess.
I want to take a wild guess and say Travis Kelce is doing poetry.
Oh, that's so. It's Patrick Mahomes.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
QB Patrick Mahomes, the daughter Sterling, in latest Oak campaign. So he's the model for Oak. He formed it in his ad for his big girl Sterling. Yeah. This because I'm gonna read it.
Oh.
I'm gonna read it.
Okay.
It's quoted in the article, so I
Cool.
feel that you
Obligated.
need to hear it.
Yeah.
It's a shorty. It's a shorty. Are you guys ready for this?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can take it. I'm just
Oh
kidding.
my goodness.
This is called To My Number One Pick. To pick. Welcome to life. You're already perfect. And here's some advice. Love the game. Whatever you play. Follow your dreams with hard work. Every day. Tune out the haters. Ignore the chatter. Respect every player. Watch out for linebackers who dropped into coverage early, especially on a play action. Stay focused, stay hungry, be loyal and lead. When the team feels like family, that's all you need. There's only one you. You'll shine bright as a star. Just lead with your heart in being who you are. I liked it.
Good. Pat.
Patty Mahomes is deep. What? I didn't know it was that deep.
Guys,
I didn't know Patty Mahomes had layers.
Real. Man, getting $500 million must make you a poet.
do we really think he wrote this poem?
No.
I mean,
Some conflict. Ghostwriter or no ghostwriter? Editor or no editor? Maybe he woke up in the middle of the night and scribbled it on a napkin.
Nike, or no, Oakley gave him that piece of paper and said, are you doing this?
Oh my goodness. I don't know. It seems very sentimental because it's for his firstborn child. It's for his daughter.
Yeah.
So even if he had somebody look at it, I think he wrote it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I still have a ghostwriter. What? Ghostwriter?
Yeah.
Ghostwriter?
Yeah.
Ghostwriter?
I mean, I was just thinking that because, he's an NFL player and that,
Oh, man. K. Bellz.
I think he at least had somebody look at it because it's going in the ad. They probably had to,
proofread and stuff.
Right. Ratings?
It's so for being a poem for his daughter, I'm gonna give it an 8.
I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. I think it's cute. Yeah.
I'm gonna go in the middle and call it. Let's do a 9. 9 out of 10.
Oh, alright, so he did good with that one.
Yeah, I can't hate it.
Alright, well, it says here the poem isn't just for his daughter. It offers advice for every young aspiring athlete and fans to pursue their dreams.
Okay, Patty. Okay, Patty.
Okay. What do you guys think about people saying that he sounds like a frog? You saying Patty's making me froggy.
Yeah. I mean, I was trying to imagine his voice while you were reading that. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't want to play the recording. I don't want us to get copyright strikes. So.
Well, it ain't just the fact that he sounds like a frog. It sounds like Kermit the Frog.
Oh my gosh. Okay. We're gonna get the Chief fans against us, okay? But that would make us famous. A good scandal.
Oh, my name is Patty Mahomes, quarterback of the San Francisco Chiefs.
Okay, that was our poetry tonight. KD. So.
Is it time to perform some poetry?
Yeah, it is. Tay, since you're the featured guest,
I have nothing to perform. I am here because I want some performances from, Vegas that you had, which, by the way, of course, the Baltimoreans love the Edgar Allan Poe type classic poetry.
Yes.
Kicked out that, but yeah. I was here also because, really wanted to hear those prompts.
Okay, so, Napoleon would be my, since you're so eager.
What?
Go ahead.
What was the prompt?
So, Tay challenged us last week to write an erotic poem.
Oh.
And I did attempt this, however, my attempt was feeble. So, I may have to come back next week with an addition to my poem. However, I have a couple lines for the prompt. We've got Miss Spin on it in the studio. She just turned up our broadcast to hear these erotic poems. So.
She's excited.
Oh, Lord.
Go ahead, K. Bellz.
Well, I already tagged you.
No.
Like, you were like,
I forgot about the prompt. Not
Aw,
gonna even
man.
lie.
Okay, guys.
Um,
Here's what happens. If I don't remind Napoleon B. Knight about the prompt, 9 times out of 10 he will forget about the prompt.
that is
And
facts. That is facts.
truthfully, I'm guilty of writing poems really soon before the show.
Oh man.
However,
So,
I got
so,
them together.
so you can't remind yourself to remind me about the prompt.
Hold on. Okay, guys, look, let's listen to this. Napoleon B. Mike wouldn't even text me the Skype link for our show, but he wants me to set a reminder to remind him. Like, he wants me to go 2 miles when he wouldn't take a step.
Oh, hold up. That's a lie. First of all, I sent it to you,
On Skype.
but you're supposed to know Skype.
You can contact me on literally every channel of contact that I have. You know what I answer. Text, Instagram, even Twitter, email. But you sent it to the thing I wasn't signed into.
Because I didn't know you wasn't signed into
And
it.
when I told you, you were like, "Oh, it's on Skype." And I said, "Well, won't you send it to me? Like, just text it to me." And you were like, "I sent it on Skype." like it wasn't in your clipboard.
I mean,
It's always the best part of the show.
but
I mean, it wasn't like you had to recopy it. You had it. I'm just
you
saying.
know what? Do your erotic poem and give this spit on it.
Alright.
You know.
This is my short erotic poem. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm fading down the wrong fader. Okay.
Look at me spit on it, looking like a proud mama. Hey, looking like a proud mama, just waiting for Kay to spit her poem.
This is embarrassing me. It's 3 lines, please. Erotic. This is so not me. How to be sexy. I am the girl who still hasn't figured out pretty.
Okay,
Lines.
that was so disappointing.
I didn't hype it up. You guys hyped it up. Okay, well, that's what I got.
Okay. Hey Z, are you
You
there?
gotta react to your
Ooh,
prompt.
I mean, no.
It was complete. Like, it's a complete thought.
I mean, it is, but it's not. It's
You
not
wanted more,
right.
but it's a complete thought.
It is a stepping stone.
Yeah.
It is an initial thought. It is a hypothesis that it is a theory that leads to a
It's a
hypothesis.
full idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. In that sense, it's complete. Now, you want me to add to it? Is that what you're suggesting?
Yes.
Oh,
Very much
snap.
so.
I didn't realize I have fans. I'm kidding.
You know
I
what,
appreciate
Kay?
you guys. Yeah, you might.
I am one of your biggest fans.
Yeah, you are.
I hype you up.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
definitely in the K-Bellz fan club, like, at the front row.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. I'm in the Napoleon B. Mike fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll accept that.
I was
Then.
in your space earlier. I was like, oh, snap.
Yeah.
You got a space gun? Let me hop in.
You right. You right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I know you have other poems on other topics.
Oh yes. Let
Okay.
me see.
So Tay DZ, is that your only commentary on your prompted poem?
I mean, I wish there was more, but I'm sure the more thought you give it.
How about we say, I wish Napoleon B. Mike had something to offer on the prompts?
I mean, I expected that from you, Mike.
Oh, what?
Dang.
I mean, I don't know whether to take that as a compliment or a diss, but
Where's the boo?
I care about you, dear Mike. You know, I say it with only the largest of care.
Oh man. Okay, well, so your new prompt is to write better erotic poems.
I mean, my new prompt tag, it could be that poem or be any poem. My new prompt is finish a poem you started.
Okay.
Dang! You know what? I am the roaster. Don't roast me.
Tag.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead, Napoleon B. Knight.
All right.
Do your thing. Thanks so much, TDZ, for the prompt and the poetry names.
You're welcome. I'm here to please.
So this one is an oldie but goodie. Haven't read it in a while. Recently edited it. Yeah. This is toxic. See, y'all wonder why I act the way I do. It's because you don't care about me, so I don't care about you. And if you do care, you don't show it. So I won't either. But we're getting too old for the Tom and Jerry, so I'm chasing waterfalls. No TLC, left I am toxic. I know you'll be the next X I see, cause I'm all about matching energy. So if you want me to show I care, I suggest you start first. But if you toxic, then just say that, cause you'll say I'm a toxic anyway. But I like to play a lot nonchalant. Some people love it, some people hate it and call me toxic, while others just deal with it. See, I've been overthinking. Yeah, I've been overthinking. Overthinking about us, overthinking about you. Thinking that if I didn't have you in my life, where would I be? You got me wanting to entertain some other girl that's in my phone, wishing you were here with me to hold me after the week I've had. Sometimes.
That was a Napoleon B. Knight style poem. Yeah.
Tay, DZ.
Ecstasy, ecstasy. I see your wordplay, B Mike. I see what you're trying to do. I actually really appreciate that line. If I steal it from you, I'm gonna credit. I'm kidding. I just really love that line.
How you going for these milk credits? See, every time.
See, I kind of messed up on the line because I said no TLC, left I M TOXIC. I was supposed to spell out toxic, and then
Wait, so you spelled tox?
I didn't spell toxic out.
Oh.
I said TLC, no left I M.
Okay.
Text TOXIC, because I know you'll be the next XIC. That's how it was supposed to really go.
Oh, I see. So you did spell out toxic, but you didn't spell out toxic.
Right. Yeah. I was supposed to spell it out the line before that.
So are you saying it's messed up?
I mean, I in my notes I have it as I wanted it, but when I just said it in.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Okay.
Instead of saying toxic, I was supposed to spell it out.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
It worked.
Yeah.
But I like the version that you're talking about. Too.
Yeah.
Okay, so I said it was a Napoleon B. Knight style poem because toward the end you did that thing where you broke rhyme scheme and just said what you wanted to say, like you were literally talking to somebody on the phone. And I feel like that's kind of like a distinctive thing in your poetry. Like you'll have like a rhythm and then you'll break the rhythm. So I think that's like in line with the kind of person you are in terms of like spontaneity or just like breaking the rules sometimes.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, for anybody who doesn't know Napoleon B. Knight style, or that's one of the trademarks, I think.
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess when you put it that way,
yeah,
I see it like as a music video. Like,
I thought of the music video when you were saying it, or like when you were explaining the toxic part. I was like, oh, you could be on a stage and then like you're spelling it out and the words could be behind you, like a projection screen.
Yeah. So like, but no, I saw there's a with what you saying the last part of my poems. I'm usually just talking to the person,
Yeah.
So it's like I'm I'm on the phone, but it's like it's not, the phone is invisible. And
Oh.
um then I like during the last part,
Yeah.
the phone becomes visible, and it's like I'm actually like talking to the person.
Oh.
So
Ooh, you know that thing they do in songs sometimes where they'll say or sing a part and it sounds like the person's on the phone?
mhm.
Like if you were to record it, would you want that part to sound like?
Yeah, that's how I think that would be dope, to be like somebody's on the other end of that phone,
Okay.
like listening to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like that would be a dope concept for music,
What do you think about that?
for this poem.
ADZ.
Kind of like Marvin's Room, where Drake's like, talking, and you can hear the person over the phone with right now. You know,
Yes.
I kind of like that vibe.
I definitely agree because I was imagining Drake when I was making my suggestion.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
A lot of, you know what, when you say that, a lot of B-Mite's poems, when they're like the angry ones, very Drake-esque.
Yeah.
What?
The thing is, Drake, I think the statistic is still true. He's the most commercially successful rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a good pattern to latch onto. You could be the most commercially successful poet, and they may like replay your poems like on radio, TV because you're like the Drake of poetry.
I don't want to be known as the Drake of poetry though. Like that's crazy.
I'm gonna be my on
That's
that.
a crazy comparison though.
Like
Like,
Drake of poetry.
like that's a crazy comparison.
True.
Like
No, it's not true. I agree with myself.
that's a crazy comparison. Like what is that, dog?
The Drake of poetry means you will be commercially successful, but they will only want one type of poem from you, B-Mite.
Exactly. I don't want to be that. I don't want to. That's not me. That's not my style, okay?
Oh, it's just an example, you know.
You could
Use
be,
another example.
Oh,
could be the future of poems.
Now that I wouldn't mind.
That's wild, but okay.
okay, guys. Well, I wrote another short poem because you put me in my feelings about my erotic poem.
Oh.
So, here's my shorty, number 2 of the night. This is called Wishing Poet. I wish my poems hit like the metal pen from a true wordsmith. Stop trying not to laugh at me, Napoleon B. Might. You know what? Tady Z, you start, because Napoleon B. Might is like holding his breath. I muted him.
I think your poems hit. I think they very much hit. I do indeed think, they hit harder than a baseball going 100 miles per hour.
You know, that poem made me think that emo. The way you said it.
Because I was trying to sound like I was about to cry.
The delivery of that was very emo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, emotion.
No, just
Emo.
yeah.
It was 2008 for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh man. Okay, let me title one 2008.
Oh, snap.
I'll really take you back.
Oh man. Jeez. No. Don't.
2008 was a great year for me.
What all happened that year though?
Obama.
Yeah. I
True.
came home from school when during his inauguration.
What?
My parents let me stay home from school during the inauguration.
Sweet.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
Okay, Midnight, I'm looking at you for another poem.
Oh,
You're just staring at me.
sorry.
Oh, you were still stuck in 2008?
Yeah.
Trying to get out?
Yeah.
Oh, alright.
Yeah. Just it's ringing in my ears.
Ah.
The 2008 is like, just like, yeah, a very emo esque poem, Mayor K. Bellz.
Okay.
Yeah.
Katie Z, do you agree with that part? Did it take you back or?
I wasn't that deep in the emo scene, but I knew emos, or is that one emo? Okay, I knew a guy who seen
When you're
emo.
saying emo, you make it sound like animals.
Like emu?
Yeah, like
Emu.
emu, but you're saying emos. What? So you saw them in the wilderness like a deer.
I ran into an emo, in the wild, their natural
No.
habitat in the back of a Hot Topic.
Oh
You know.
In the
man.
back of a hot top. You mean the back of a Spencer's?
Oh, gee, that's going even further back. Oh,
No.
man.
Nobody wants to be at. No one really goes to the back of a Spencer's.
Oh, dang.
Does Spencer's even exist still?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's in Towson Mall.
Okay, when it comes to mall and mall cultures, I feel almost every mall I've been to, except for like malls that have like, I don't want to say third tier stores, but except for malls that have stores that you've never heard of, I've always seen a Hot Topic and a Spencer's. Like the mall, you could find like any sort of category of clothing in every clothing store. But I feel with Hot Topic and Spencer's, like they're so specialty that they manage to stick around. Like now you go, well, for me, I go into some clothing stores and it just looks very similar to other stores. But those have always been very distinct.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're definitely a millennial and Gen Z's like store.
I want Gen Z to bring back malls. I want to be a mall rat. Like,
No, man.
I feel like there was a time I was briefly a mall rat, but it wasn't fun because other people weren't mall rats with me.
Oh my
Why?
god.
You know what a mall rat is? A
No.
person who hangs out at the mall all day. Like the mall used to be the spot like where you play pranks on people, where you just like hang out with your friends, where you just eat, where you just walk around. The mall was the drop spot.
Yeah, that's Gen X and early millennial era stuff.
Oh well, I'm still stuck in the 2000s, obviously.
Maybe Gen Alpha will bring back.
Oh. Gen
Alpha.
Gen Alpha. That just sounds ugly.
It does.
That just sounds ugly.
Yeah.
Yo, Gen. No.
They might fight you on that. They might be crazier than Gen Zers. I'm just saying.
No. That just. Gen Alpha just sounds. Ugh.
Gen Z
Ugh.
we already feel like we invented everything.
Ugh. Gen Alpha. Ugh. Ugh.
Mhm.
No.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what it.
the sky is the limit for them.
If we don't fill it with.
Patrick
Yes.
Mahomes said so, like with his poem. They can do anything.
Huh?
So, be my.
I'm
When you gonna serve
sorry.
us up you got a new poem?
No, I'm actually
Oh.
editing.
You had me hyped up.
Sorry, K Bells.
Okay, let me tell
You know what?
why
You know what?
He might have me hyped up for no reason. Because he keeps looking at me like, oh yeah, I got poems. Yeah, I can't wait. Is it time for us to perform our poems? And I'm thinking he's got like a whole catalog. Like, he's on edge.
Mm.
Not.
No, I'm actually like trying to figure out how to edit some of these poems. But I will. No. Oh, okay.
Oh.
I got it. This one is a poetry slam exclusively named Last Goodbyes.
Oh snap!
I spent the day trying to get some things for my business sorted out so I can actually start it. All to keep my mind busy so I wouldn't overthink, but that was a failed mission. I still ended up overthinking. I still ended up mad, upset, disappointed. I feel cursed by this beautiful mind that I have because it allows me to write poems and have grand ideas, but it also makes me overthink. I feel cursed by this beautiful heart because it allows me to love hard without a care in the world, but it also makes heartbreak so much worse, like the pain from a scorpion It burns like molten lava. I get rage like the heat of 1,000 suns, and my mood swings are 10 times worse. Um, I'm actually going to add this part to it. I'm still not over you. No matter how hard I try, I can't get over you. I know we're still friends. I know we still talk every day, but it still feels like I lost you ever since that day. I've never been comfortable with, I've never been so comfortable with someone that I was involved with romantically. I recently cried to you about my grandmother who passed. I haven't been so vulnerable with someone that I've been involved with. I showed you my heart. I usually keep it guarded, but with you, I wear it on my sleeve. I'm usually only vulnerable in my poetry. I don't usually tell people what's going on in my mind until it's too late. And by then, it's too late. So they don't feel the same. They've already moved on. So I promised myself that I wouldn't let that happen again. Then you came into my life. So I told you everything that was on my mind as it came to me. And when we started talking about forever, I thought I had finally found the one. But nothing lasts forever. Even marriage has an exit clause. Even if it's not divorce, it's death. When it comes to promises, the only thing you can do is do your best to keep yours and hope that the other person keeps theirs. But the thing about hope is it can sustain, but it can also be the thing that ends up destroying you. When we were talking about our plans for the future, I started hoping things would go as planned, but plans change. Sometimes I wake up in the morning hoping that this was all just a dream and we hadn't even matched yet. Lately, it feels like I've been free falling without a parachute, waiting for the pain when I finally hit the ground and the wind feels great on my face. I see the ground coming fast and I know that the impact is going to hurt and might even destroy me, but I did pull myself together, healing without the parts of you attached to my heart. So I'm wolverining the strings off my heart. Thank you.
Teddy Z, you know I'm gonna ask you to react first.
Be my
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah.
I identify. I relate. I relate so much. I feel like you and I are on the same family tree.
Oh my goodness.
You know, I feel your poem. I feel it. I hear the pain in there. You know, you felt like you found somebody and you put your whole into it.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes though, putting your all into it can hurt too. So I get it. I like that. I think it might have been I think that's my favorite from you.
Mm. That's dope. So was the combinedness of it like that much powerful?
I think what makes it powerful is that honestly, I think it might just be how you perform it.
Mm.
You know, I feel like your tone is a lot more like normally with some of your poems. It feels like you're kind of just reading through it, going fast with it.
Mm.
You know, you're kind of like just rattling off thoughts.
Mm.
But this one felt like you thought about it a bit more. This one felt like you took your time with this one to say it. Like you're saying it slow
Mm.
because you're so hurt at this point. You can't even like go off the dome with this one. You know,
Yeah.
you gotta take your time with it. it's kind of like a knife. Sometimes it hurts more to just slowly plunge it in instead of just quick strikes.
That's facts. That's
So,
facts.
you know.
Nah, that's facts. Like, is it better to just fall on the sword than to um just like slightly jab yourself?
Yeah, like there was more pain with this one because you were slow with it, and I think that's why it feels stronger.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I could say more, but that's my basic thoughts on it. It's definitely my favorite poem you ever put out.
I
Okay.
agree. That's definitely one of my favorites. I really like the way you were delivering it. It was very rhythmic. I didn't hear like that signature. Well, I won't say it's a signature, but that stylistic feature that you incorporate of breaking the rhythm.
Hmm.
You did say different things on different lines, but the flow you had, it felt very peaceful, but it kind of presented a dichotomy because it sounded like peace, but it was a lot of pain.
Hmm.
And it kind of makes me think of how we are normal or we live our ordinary life, but we have so much going on inside. So it just rings as something that's so true. And I had a question actually. Did you have a line about did you say that you usually aren't very open in your poetry?
No, I said I'm usually only open in my
Or
poetry.
you're usually only open in your poetry. Okay. So, take us through the journey. Like, did it start as you talking to somebody else? Are you talking to yourself?
Um, I don't. I think it was just. Oh, I know what this was. It was just the beginning. Um, I spent the day trying to get some things ready or get some things for my business started so I could actually start it or
Is
get some.
this for your church?
No, no, no. Um,
Is it Poetry Slam?
no, it's for like something I wanna like. I haven't. Yeah, we're keeping it on the down low for now. Um, but I but yeah, that was actually a text I sent like that to like um to a group chat or something I was talking to something.
What part was the text?
I spent the day trying to get some things ready. Well, get some things for my business sorted out so I can actually start it. All to keep myself busy so I wouldn't overthink. But it was a failed mission. I think that was originally a text. That part. So it was just like, I just, I don't know. I was just like, yo, this is a dope little section I can put into a poem. And it ended up being the beginning.
Oh, so you just caught a poetic vibe.
Yeah.
You capitalize on this.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I usually do. I like, whenever I'm talking to someone or talking to a group or something, I'll be like, and I say something that's like, that triggers a poetic moment. I take that and I literally like insert it into a poem, whether it's the beginning or like the first, like I said, the first start or the first like thought in the poem. It's like I just be like, yo, this is dope.
Yeah, I like what you just said. Poetic moment.
Yeah. I seem to I kinda have a lot of poetic moments like
Hmm.
when I'm talking. But like sometimes it's like in the moment and I don't catch it. Like I don't catch it
Oh,
right
it's
away.
fleeting.
Right.
Okay.
It's like I say something poetic and it's like, oh wait, that's a
Yeah.
dope idea.
Hmm.
I should make that in a poem.
Yeah.
Like and he'd be like, I don't have the time to actually type it out,
Yeah.
or I'm not like, able to type it out, and it's like, yo,
Hmm.
that was dope.
Sometimes
Like,
I used to do voice memos,
mm,
like
but
just to catch it.
But sometimes it's like it's not even when I'm able to. Like
Oh.
it's like I'm at work or something. I'm like, dang, that was that was really like dope. That was really a dope thought. Like, but I can't type it out because I can't get my phone.
Right. I like that term though, poetic moments. And I really think that's a skill, what you're talking about, to just like live ordinary life or to have thoughts and just to like recognize the creative potential in the ordinary and make it something else. Because I think a lot of artists or writers sit down and they think they have to think of something new. But if you can like learn to look around and like take something like your thoughts
Right.
or just what's going on and just take a piece of that, you'll have so much.
Or even something somebody else says could be like,
Yeah.
oh, I was told this. Like this was said, or like yo, like I love those moments because it's like
It feels special.
yeah, it's like you can be like, yo, I grabbed this little nugget. I'm gonna put it into like a pot of gold.
Okay, it's 9:56.
Dang, time flew.
Wow,
Whoa.
we had technical
Okay,
difficulties.
okay, so. That felt very. Get out of my room, Mom.
Ah! Oh, so now you're saying that's 2002.
That felt very. Get out of my room, Mom.
Well, it's called 2008.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you want to take us like to the earlier 2000s, or is it on point for that point?
I don't know. I guess it's gave me very much.
Get out of my room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the very emo like guy like.
Still, I said I'm not emo in the poem.
I still
Can't
got
win
that.
over here. I'm gonna have to write a poem about that.
Um.
So I know Napoleon B might extended our show.
No, not yet.
Oh man. Okay, we're gonna extend the show to 10:15.
Yep.
Because we got some more poems to get off. We got a lot of technical difficulties, so we want to make sure we get all of the content out that you came for.
Yep.
Napoleon B might. What do you have for us?
Okay, so I'm currently adding some
Look, Napoleon B might is acting like I can't do anything. I'm kidding. I didn't know what he was talking about. Go ahead, do your poem.
Okay, so this one is a current edit. This I might freestyle a little bit of this one. But yeah. So here goes. Okay, Bellz. Maybe I am a love poet, even though I seem to write more about it when a situation is ended. I write about all the things I wish I would have done, things I wish I the things I wish I would have said, things I wish I would have done. Sometimes I wish I wasn't a love poet. I wish I didn't feel so sometimes I wish I didn't feel so intensely, but I wish those things that were better off said stayed unsaid. I wish I wasn't throwing pennies into this wishing well. I wish I didn't have so many regrets. I wish I wasn't just plucking the flowers, plucking the petals off this flower, saying she loves me not, she loves me not. I wish I just had a full flower to give her instead of this petalless thing. Thank you.
Okay, I was in the middle of making a rage response poem to Napoleon Be Might. However, we have Tay DZ back on the line. Tay DZ, what's your reaction?
Um, well, ooh, I feel like Be My, I do like the fact that you're very open in these poems, even though you don't want to be a love poet. I understand, but it is your calling.
Oh man, not a love poet is my calling, man.
I feel like eventually we're going to get to the love poem that's you just saying I do. That's the entire poem.
Man.
But but until then, I'm here for the progressing story of Will Be might find the one.
Man, that is an ongoing series. It's like a TV show at this point.
Okay, I'm getting reckless over here writing this
Oh,
rage
my
poem. I don't
goodness.
even know if I should read it.
K-Bells, just
So
read
I'm
it.
just gonna read what I have. I really need more time to get all my rage out. However, I think you'll get the vibe from the beginning of this.
Oh man.
Let's get it started. Real love poet.
Oh my goodness.
I'm the love poet. You think you can write notes like they touch? You think you can shut my door? It slams when I send it. I don't have adult angst. No, get out of my room, Mom. Get off my mic, Be Might, because I'm the real love poet.
That was like Eazy-E's real NFTG's. I mean, you know, I mean, well,
I don't know what's wrong with you guys.
well, Be Might's day only at K-Bell's payday. Oh my
I'm on
goodness.
some things tonight. I don't.
K-Bells.
I'm kidding. I'm
K-Bells.
gonna stand behind my 2-second poem. Real love poet.
Get out of my room, Mom.
No, get out. Get off my mic, Be Might.
Oh
We
man.
gotta do a versus at some point. I'm revving up for a competition.
Oh,
Love
man.
poems.
Oh man. Oh, you wanna do that, huh? You wanna do that,
You
huh?
see, are you hearing how he's like brushing me off?
I feel like a love poem battle between you two is like the comedy and tragedy mass, like Greek plays. I think you can tell who's the comedy and who's the tragedy amongst the both of you, the smiley one and the frowny one.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Yeah. So, B Might. Was that 2008? Was that emo?
I mean, yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
Katie Z, am I winning or losing?
I mean, you're right now you're matching up with Willow's. What was that song she has? I'm in love with an emo girl.
Oh my goodness, fam.
How
Fam,
disgusting.
fam.
Let me see what year that song came out. What? Okay, yeah. Thank you. It's called Emo Girl featuring Willow Smith. It's by Machine Gun Kelly and it came out this year. I'm current, y'all. I'm back. I won.
Okay. Y'all ready for this poem?
Mhm.
Are you
I,
are you ready for my response poem? Because I'm ignited.
oh my gosh.
Okay, K-Bells.
Bring it, Napoleon B. Mike.
This is called infatuation. You bring light to my life. Every time I get a call, text, see your face, or even talk about you, I get the biggest smile on my face. I know this is love because I'm not just trying to get to know what lies between those thighs, but I'm trying to get to know what lies behind those beautiful eyes you have. I'm trying to get to know what makes you you. And I know you struggle with some things, and I'm not trying to add any extra stress or anxiety to your life. You call me perfect, but I am far from it. You say I'm handsome, but there are days where I can barely look myself in the mirror. You are beautiful. You are sweet. You are kind. You are the best hype woman I've ever had. Besides the ones in my family, man, you know, you truly have no idea how low my confidence some days, but you bring it out when you give me a compliment and I don't have to look for the other shoe to drop or the knife to come flying at my back. You have been so much through so much in the past, and I don't want to show you the love that you missed, that unconditional love. But some days I can barely show that love to myself. I need, I tend to love myself conditionally. Sometimes my insecurities get the best of me, but I'll try not to put them onto you. I tried not to put them onto you, but my mind kept racing. My mind never stopped. I always overthunk. I'm sorry for that. I never meant to make you stressed about how I feel. I never just meant to add stress. I never meant to. Thank you.
We know who's first. Katie Z.
Well, see, my that was also. She's be like, you're trying to make me feel tonight, aren't you? God knows.
And that last part was freestyled. So that last part was
Hey,
the dome.
I'm glad it was for free. Well, being like,
Right.
I mean, yeah, no, this one was pretty good too. Oh man, though that line you said in the middle, you don't mean. Oh man, it's like you said you don't mean to. Oh my gosh, I wish I could remember what you said. Oh my gosh, you don't. I wish I could remember it because I heard it and I was like, dag. B-Might is trying to go 3 for 3, making me relate to him.
3 for 3.
Oh. KDZ? Emo?
No, 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 don't
Wait,
Yeah.
twist it. I
wait,
can't.
hold up. Emo,
Yeah, I
emo.
mean, I was, getting a little bit of emo from that. Just, level 1 emo.
Uh,
Level 1 out of 10.
The second
level,
you accuse me of being emo, the lights turn off. Exactly.
level 1. Yo, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
just like a tinge of emo. Just like a dash of salt in your food, in your meal. It was the dash of emo.
You know what? Sometimes K gives me some criticism, some feedback, and it kind of hurts a little bit.
Oh, really?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Like it's like tinge of emo. Like that's not even what it sounded like. Like I didn't have the voice of get out of my room, mom.
I didn't mean in the delivery. I meant in theme.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
But that's just my perspective. Um, KDZ, agree or disagree, or any more notes?
I mean, I don't even know if I'd call this emo. I mean, yeah, it's emotional, but I don't know if
Thank
it's like
you.
Wow, the
emo.
full annul
Yeah,
emotional.
it's emotional. You know, emo. I mean, I'm not getting any like My Chemical Romance out of this.
Right. That's what I
Yeah.
was getting from K Bells. You know, TDZ, you
All
know.
right, what's your favorite line, or um, either your favorite or what you want to stick out to your audience?
Um hmm. What was the line that you were talking about, Tato? I'm
Oh
trying to
man,
think. I'm trying to look at it, and it's like, cause honestly, that's one of my favorite lines of this poem. Um.
you were saying like you don't mean to do something. You don't mean
Oh.
to.
Oh. 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 I don't. I'm trying to get to know what makes you you, and I know you struggle with some things, and I'm not trying to add any extra stress or anxiety to your life. That
Hmm.
part,
Yeah.
Oh, I like that part.
but
But it also said to me, alone in my dark room, laying on the pillow,
It's like
possibly
I
even
don't
with
want to
a
hurt you.
music mixer.
I'm too powerful. I might hurt you. Stay away, type of thing. You know,
oh man,
step back from me. I might implode and take you with me.
that's what you got from that take.
So
Yeah,
hearing Tay's interpretation, that says low key emo to me.
dang.
Yeah.
Dang, dang, dang,
Sorry,
dang,
B-Mike.
dang.
Sorry, B-Mike. I was trying.
Yeah, it does.
Jeez,
I always
yo.
felt emo had a bit of anger in it. And I guess I didn't feel any anger out of B-Mike, but at least in those
Ah,
poems, at least in those.
okay, I understand that definition of emo. It's like sad, angry.
Sad
Yeah.
angst. Sad teenage angst.
Come on.
That's what I get from emo.
Well,
Sad teenage
can
angst.
I imagine like a 19-year-old sitting in a dark room, just like that visual, and then your narration of the poem? Like, would it fit?
No, no.
I don't. I don't
Not
know.
a 19-year-old. Like a 15, 16.
For your poem?
Yeah,
Okay,
15,
this is
16-year-old.
teenage angst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a difference between the angst of a 15-year-old and a 17-year-old?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Because a 17-year-old doesn't only have angst
Okay,
towards.
we're headed to the last minute of our show, and I actually have a poem that I want to get off, so we gotta extend it. Wait, what is it? Oh, sorry guys, I'm trying to. Okay, so yeah,
See if it's still up.
it's still up.
No. On the stream.
Oh,
On our not that stream. No, not that stream.
what stream?
The one that connects to radio.
Yeah, it is up.
We're up on the UTT.
Yes.
Okay. Okay,
And
cool.
it's up here.
Alright.
Okay. Okay, do I want to get my poem off now? Cause I don't know.
Go ahead, Bellz. Go ahead. Get your poem
Cause
off.
look, this is the thing. You're gonna be like, oh, that's emo. Oh, you're so angsty. Oh,
Come on, Bellz.
you're still on your spin from the erotic poem criticism. Okay. I don't know. I'm hesitant about reading it, not because I don't like it, but I don't feel the vim that I had like 5 minutes ago.
No, oh
You
my
know-
goodness.
You know what I mean? Okay. Okay, here we go. This is just called Up to Speed. I wrote this a minute ago. Up to speed. Yeah, I'm up to speed. I jumped forward 14 years to the present in a poem. I don't know what I'm doing with this. Name this poem Victory's Poison. A place of paradise where there is no fight. There is no rage, no inspiration. I'm up to speed. Catch me. Then I'll get something else to say.
It's not the words you say, it's your delivery.
It's my delivery?
Yeah.
Okay, how can I improve my delivery? Or what would have sent it for you?
Like, your delivery still gives emo. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Bellz. But
The delivery is serving emo. Sadie Z, do you concur?
Well,
Thank you.
I don't know if I would have called it emo. I feel like we are using this word emo, and we are not really getting to the meat of what the emo culture was in the 2000s. I don't know if I'd call that emo.
No, it's a delivery, Tay.
But even
Why
her
are you trying to
delivery,
convince Tay? Like, you're really trying to get back. Okay, I looked up the definition of the word emo. Maybe this will help us out. As a noun, it is a style of rock music resembling punk.
like, okay, I'm not some big 2000 subculture expert, but I've known people who are emo, and I've listened to some emo songs, and I feel like something with emo isn't just being melancholy or sad, like My Chemical Romance and Linkin Park, they weren't just sad, they were agnostic, although Linkin Park.
Oh, dang, Tay Z just cut out. Oh, man. Okay, so while Tay Z gets back.
Oh, no, you can't hear me?
Oh, great, you're back. Finish what you were saying.
Oh, no, I'm just saying, like, emo was, like, nihilistic almost. It was, like, it wasn't just, I'm sad. It is, I will always be sad. Nothing will ever be good again. And I am in so much pain. You can't imagine it. It was nihilistic. It was kind of petulant almost. Nothing that you guys are saying is petulant. It's not like, it's not,
It's her delivery. It's not even her words.
But even the delivery doesn't even,
She's like, I'm emotionally hardcore.
This isn't, like, it's not giving off, you know, Numb by Linkin Park, giving off like, you know, Gangster's Paradise by Coolio, you know. It might just be sad, but it's not.
This is like. This is like K-Bellz, like notes on K-Bellz night. It's like all the roasting I did for you, I'm getting it all back right now. Okay. But on Urban, top definition and the number one, which relates to what we're talking about, an emotional person. They are not depressed all the time, and some are actually very happy at times. They do smile. They don't sit in a corner crying all day. Some are actually quite popular and laugh and joke around lots.
Urban Dictionary sometimes has definitions written by people who take offense to things or hype themselves up. I don't trust that definition.
No.
Yeah.
Just if you type in people's names on Urban Dictionary, half of them are just gassing themselves up.
Facts.
You have one more poem?
Yes.
Okay, so just a time check. We are at 10:21.
Okay. Oh, I see.
This is the last poem that I can be part of as well.
Okay.
Okay, and we'll wrap up after Napoleon Be My closes.
Okay. So this one is called Untied Souls. I've got storytelling ingrained in me so deep it's in my veins. I mean, every time I bleed, a new story comes out, gushing out of me. I mean, you'll be a part of it. You might even be the start of it. Sorry if I startle you. I don't know how to be subtle. So I'll try. Would it be better for me to use a metaphor or simile to explain what you mean to me? I mean, we just started talking for a month, and I feel like I've known you for years. I didn't got too attached again. Let my soul tie to yours, and now getting them untied, like loosening a noose. It's like suicidal. I just feel that getting you out of me is like, I don't even know. Thank you.
Hey, DZ, I'm going to steal the mic.
Oh.
You have no mic. I have the mic.
Oh, my.
I thought you were getting into the acting booth. But then I was like, no, he's freestyling.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
DZ, go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead, TDG.
I'm not gonna lie. I first I thought the I don't know at the end was like you actively gave up because you was like, I don't know, man. But even if that was, you know, part of the poem, it's like, yeah, man, sometimes sometimes you just can't even say thoughts no more, man. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Look, you know what? I'm gonna actually add that part to the poem because it's like,
that wasn't part of the poem?
No. That was freestyle.
Hey, look, listen, the way Napoleon B. Mike was delivering it, I was thinking, is he about to cry?
Yeah.
Like, he was really in character.
So, I'm gonna try this new thing where if I left off a piece, wherever I left off, I try to freestyle throughout from that point on.
I like that. I try to do that sometimes. It's a good skill, and I think you're really good at it. I think this might be a hidden talent because you were selling that. And the first time you did it, when you said that you freestyled the end, we couldn't even tell.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I wouldn't have even noticed just listening to you. But I looked over, like, I guess you were thinking too long. Maybe that was part of it. And then I saw your eyes, and I was like, oh, I think he's actually thinking. Like,
yeah. So like, so yeah, that's something new I'm gonna try. Especially with my poems where especially with my love poems, I'm gonna try to add that like freestyle element to it because it's like at the time I don't always think about I don't always get down what I'm thinking. So it's like I just be like, all right, let me go from here, let me rip from here, and it turns out it's been a 3 out of 3 hit so far, 4 out of 4. I don't know how many I've done it so far, but like it's been a hit so far. So I think that's what I'm gonna try to do more often.
definitely. Do it. Do it. It's only going to get better. I
Yeah.
feel like you're starting strong with it, so
And
talent.
and also I think that's gonna help me like try to remember more of my poems. Like
Oh, yeah.
so like if I add a freestyle element to the end of it, it's like okay, even if I don't remember my whole poem, I can freestyle it and it still work out.
Yeah.
So like that me like freestyling the endings have been like me just trying out like to see if like if I forget a line, could I add a new line and it still give the same emotion?
Yeah. Wow, that does a lot to increase your performance confidence.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, so we have 4 minutes left in the show. Take it easy. I know you've got to go. So I think we should close. And that was a good note to close on. Freestyling some poems, capturing poetic moments. Oh, the last half hour of Bellz angst.
No, that's gonna be a thing.
Oh my
That's gonna be a
gosh.
thing.
My new niche, the angsty poets. So should that be my alter ego name? Okay, but also we had some amazing guests tonight. Poetic Siren. We had Jay the Pisces.
Yep.
Definitely follow MSU Poets. They have open mics every Friday at Morgan State University. If you want to get involved in that scene. And
So actually, I want to end with something new. Let's start something new.
you're gonna double up on a poem.
No.
Oh,
I'm talking about ending the show
yeah.
with songs that we get sent to us.
I love that. Okay, so let's sign off and play the song. Right?
So, yep, alright. So this is BME Mel, Love Scared. He's part of No Sleep Gang. He's gonna try to be on a show next time.
Okay.
I don't know if he's still listening, but try to be on the show next time if you are, bro. But this is Love Scared by BME Mel. And
Thank you for listening to Poetry Slam with Bellz.
And this is your boy Napoleon B. Mike. Good night, y'all.
Hey, you know, love is a scary thing. Let me talk about it. I be scared.